Hi there, welcome back to the YouTube channel. We're back with one of the pre-release only commanders that you can pick up in your pre-release kits because, this weekend we have got the pre-release coming up. I'll be at my local one on Friday night and yeah, we've got it coming. So I'm hoping I open Tomic, to be honest. Really did enjoy Voja that I covered last week, but Tomic, Tomic I think is just something I haven't seen before and I'm really looking forward to this. Anyway, it's a 2/4 flyer for one colourless, a black and a white. Has affinity for Planeswalkers, and I think in my knowledge, and I think I'm right to say this, it's the first card we've had that's got affinity for Planeswalkers. Flying and Vigilance, and whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, if two or more of those creatures are attacking you or Planeswalkers you control, that opponent loses 3 life and we draw a card. This is probably one of the most straightforward decks I found to build recently. To the extent of which the version I'm now going to go through is the version I'm going to try and build in real life, because I just think affinity for Planeswalkers is fantastic, and a black-white Planeswalker base deck with a few other bits and pieces chucked in, I can't go wrong with. Before I go any further, I am running this through the Goldfish deck list because obviously Tomic's not online yet and it's just too complicated to do things on MTGO when the cards aren't there. So bear with me and here we go. Okay, because I'm using the website instead of MTGO, we'll just start up here. Tabletop is $1,812. Don't panic about it, there's one card you can take out and reduce that price significantly. MTGO, 58, 59 tickets, 33 mythics, 30 rares, 12 uncommons, 5 commons, and 2 specials. I think the specials rares is just the versions I'm using. But anyway, here we go. Tomic's obviously there's the commander. Then, first one, Sky Hunter Strike Force. Have the Lieutenant in to make sure all our things have melee when we've got this and Tomic in play. Alcazal's Deepest Betrayal, just to make sure we can get a few extra things to attack with, like bats. And it's also the 38th land we have in the deck. Sorry if you heard anything weird there. My dog has just decided to make her bed down below us. Anyway, next one up is AO the Dawn Sky. Return non-land permanents. No, sorry. Go and fetch non-land permanents from our graveyard and put them onto the battlefield. So maybe a Planeswalker or a Planeswalker or this. Basically, it's nothing else is really in there. Maybe some artifacts. We'll get to them. Archangel of Thune just gives a bit of life gain and pump our creatures up. We've only got 13 in the deck. We're not playing many, but there's a reason they're all angels or demons. Boonbringer Valkyrie, flying first strike lifelink, becomes a 4/4, makes something else. Gives all those abilities for one turn. Frigga, Judge of Valor. We've got the Wielder of Law. Might as well have a judge in the deck, I thought. Bit of fun. You can drop this if you want to. I just put it for a bit of fun. Whenever we cast our second spell, look at the top 3 cards of our library. 1 into our hand, the rest into our graveyard. Guardian Scale Lord comes in as well, just to return things when we get to do the attacking bit. Magester of Worth, I thought was another kind of law type card. This one you get to do the voting thing with, return cards from graveyard, or if we get Condemnation, blow everything else up. So yeah. Purity makes an appearance for the first time in a long time. If spell or ability will deal damage to you, prevent that damage and you gain that life. Yeah, okay, like Purity. Angel of Dire Ire, an old school card, it's been around for a while. But when it comes into play, if you cast it from your hand, you get to exile all attacking creatures, which can save you in a 7 mana. Yes, it's heavy, but it can save you. It's all good. Archon of Cruelty. Don't know why I call this a demon. It's an Archon. My bad. Enters the battlefield or attacks. Target opponent sacrifices a creature or Planeswalker, discards a card and loses 3 life. And then we draw a card and gain 3 life. Yeah, 6/6, good thing, nice. And ever since Angel of Hope, let's make everything completely indestructible. Like that plan, that's cool. And then finally, Triplicate Titan, because I'm just enjoying playing with Triplicate Titan at the moment. And when it dies, we get all the golems. So yeah, why not have it in play? And now we hit the Planeswalkers. There's 25 Planeswalkers in this deck. I think I went through my collection on MTGO and basically went, yep, I'm going to have every black and white Planeswalker I like playing, and this is where we're going with. Obviously, you can change these around to suit what you prefer to play yourself, but these are the ones I think might work okay with Tomic, to be honest. So, Basri Ket chucks around some +1/+1 counters to make things indestructible. I'm sorry, the graphics, I'm just going to No, we're going to have to put up with it, I'm afraid. Kaya, Geese Hunter, makes a creature, gives all our creatures death touch and put a +1/+1 token on target non-creature. On target creature token you control. We don't control any of them, but giving them all death touch may help. Liliana of the Veil had to be here. You all know what that does. Teo, going back to War of the Spark, makes you hexproof and gives you a wall creature to defend with. Ajani, Strength of the Applied, gain life, get a Tokat Soldier Ajani token if you want to. Ajani's Pride Mate, if I remember. And then if you have 15 or more life than your starting total, exile Ajani and each artifact and creatures your opponents control. Nice. Archangel Elspeth basically gives us tokens that then become angels eventually. Gideon gives us tokens to block with, and then emblems if we could just instantly emblem to get the +1/+1 permanently on the emblem. The Champion Justice version, we get loyalty counters, and then he can become a lovely big indestructible human soldier with power and toughness equal to loyalty counters. Or -15, just exile every other permanent in sight and win the game. Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, Liliana of the Veil, Dark Realms. I put it in just to go and fetch the swamps out of our deck. Notice it's a swamp card, so we'll go and get the dual lands we've got coming up. Sovereign Lord of Innistrad. The first thing you do with Sovereign Lord of Innistrad is do the -2 for the emblem. Then if he dies, oh well, so be it. But otherwise you then start pumping out black vampire tokens. The Solemn Visitor. You start doing -2, +1/+1, -2, +1/+1, -2. And the Vengeful Broodlord. Ping away, getting a little bit of life every turn until you can do the -X and return everything you've got killed off in your graveyard back to play. Well, one of the things anyway. The Wanderer. You remember the Wanderer? I wander around. Anyway, prevent all non-combat damage to be dealt to you and other permanents you control. Elspeth Tyrell gives you life for each creature you control and gives you some soldiers if you need them to block with. Liliana Vest, the OG Black Planeswalker. Discard a card, search your library for a card, and then -8. Put all creature cards in all graveyards into play under your control. Obnixilus of the Black Oath. Each opponent loses 1 life. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. -2, you get the 5/5 demon and lose 2 life. At -8, you get an emblem with sacrifice creature. You gain X life and draw X cards, where X is sacrifice creature's power. Elspeth, Sun's Champion, just to do the -3 Wrath effect and then hopefully get some soldiers in play. The Oathsworn version of Gideon just chucks around +1/+1 counters, which is why it's here. Can become a 5/5 soldier that's into Planeswalker, and prevent all damage. So, you know, that's fine. And then -9 exile Oathsworn and each creature your opponents control. A little bit easier to do at -9 than -15 type thing. Death Mage, return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard, destroy a creature its controller loses 2 life, target opponent loses 2 life for each card in their graveyard. If you can get Liliana Death Mage up to -7, you should kill someone instantly with how this deck works in my brain. Liliana Dreadhorde General, just another way of drawing cards when creatures dies and give you blockers in zombie form. Sorin Grim Nemesis is basically going to be here to reveal the top cards and suck everyone's life away. And -X if you really need to, and -9 get a whole load of black vampire knight creature tokens for lifelink onto the battlefield. Yeah, it's probably going to be the +1 most of the time. You may eventually get to the -9. Don't bet on it though. We have got one way of helping a little bit. The Eternal Wanderer. I just had to play this version of it. I just prefer this one. Exile 1 target artifact or creature. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. 0, you get a 2/2 Samurai with double strike. And then -4. Each player chooses a creature that player controls. Each player sacrifices all creatures they control, not chosen this way. So it gives you a kind of a Wrath of God. You keep your best threat, everyone else keeps their best threat, and we see what happens. Ugin, yep, let's go with it this way. Exile top card of the library face down, and look at it, create a 2/2 colour spirit creature token. When that token dies, you get the exiled card in your hand, and you can destroy target permanent as 1 or more colours. Vaskara Betrayal Sting, just we had a black thing that wasn't a Liliana. It's got the completed thing, draw a card, lose a life, proliferate, which is what we'll be doing most of the time. Or turn a creature into a treasure token. Or if the target player has fewer than 9 poison counters, they get a number of poison counters equal to the difference. And then you can proliferate with a bit of luck and get the -9 off. The final Planeswalker is Ugin the Spirit Dragon. 3 damage to anything, exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less that's 1 or more colours, and -10, gain 7, draw 7, put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Couple of turns it's possible to get to the get ready to do the -10, but not convinced. We only have a few spells in the deck, not too many. We have Damn, because it's either early doors targeted removal, or we get to overload as a wrath effect. Disenchant is here for one reason and one reason only. That reason is this card here, the Immortal Sun. I am petrified of that in this deck. So Disenchant is really just here in case anyone plays one. If you come against 2 people playing it, then yes, we have a bigger problem. But, you know, Disenchant, destroy target artifact or enchantment. We'll deal with this because, you know, if our Planeswalkers get stopped, we're in a whole world of pain. Couple of quick Wrath spells, so Damnation and Wrath of God to control the board. That's it. Artifacts. This is where the ramp comes in. Jeweled Lotus, because, you know, at the end of the day, Tomic is only 3 mana, so technically can do it turn 1 and waste a bit of mana, but Jeweled Lotus is really here for when he's been killed off once, and we can bring him back a bit quicker. Mana Crypt, ramp. Mox Tantalite, ramp. Soul Talisman, ramp. Elixir of Immortality, shuffle everything back in as usual. Mana Vault, Arcane Signet, Charcoal Diamond, Marble Diamond, Talisman of Hierarch, and Worn Power of Stone are all the ramp cards I'm playing in the deck. Avacyn's Memorial, just here to make what we have got indestructible, which is quite nice. And then finally, Portal to Phyrexia. We'll play this and we can start nicking other people's creatures. Now, we've got a little bit in here, and this is where the card comes in I need to talk about. We should put the monetary value of this up significantly. Land Tax is fine. Ghostly Prison's fine. You know what these do. The Oath of Gideon lets you have a couple of ally tokens, and then each Planeswalker comes in with an additional loyalty counter on it. So you do get to save ultimates a little bit quicker this way. It's not great as doubling season, but a little bit of help. Oath of Kaya, 3 damage and you gain 3 life, and whenever an opponent attacks a Planeswalker with one of what creatures, deals 2 damage to that player and we gain 2 life, so you get a little bit of Planeswalker protection. Oath of Liliana, all your opponents sack a creature and then you get some zombies with a Planeswalker opened. And this is why all of the creatures in the deck that are natural creatures have flying. I have put Moat in. I could not think of a better way of protecting my Planeswalkers than Moat. Ghostly Prison helps a little bit, as long with the last card in the deck, last enchantment card in the deck, Smothering Tithe. Because we have a fair amount of enchantments, that does help. People have to pay the taxes to attack. But Moat just says, unless you've got flying, you don't attack. I haven't seen that many decks built around flyers. No, my luck when I get to play this, when hopefully Tomic hits MTGO, I will just play against flyer decks the times I play it. But, Moat will slow them down. So hopefully that's why it's all here. But if you want to build this in real life, and I don't own Moat, this is my one. I know I said I'm going to try and build this in real life. This is the one card I don't own. I probably will never own one, so it won't be in my deck at all. But because this is a deck I'll be starting off with on MTGO, I've put it in because I've got one on MTGO, so bear with me. Last enchantment, Smothering Tithe, because who doesn't want extra treasures? Because, Planeswalkers are expensive to cast. We have 36 lands. A couple of things, because we were playing so few creatures, I did go with Emeria, the Sky Rune, and 11 Planes, and a whole load of other cards that have planes in their title as well to help us get there. Homeward Path is here because I am worried about people gaining control of our creatures, because we haven't got many. I do want to get them back. And Temple of the False God, Urborg, Volta Champions, all the rest of it's here. You know the basic layout. And that's it. That's my take on Tomic. I am hopefully, like I said in the previous video for Voja, I'm hopefully going to pick up all 3 of these at some stage over the pre-release, or either heavy trading or just gamble on packs when the shop sells them off, or what happens. But I really do like the look of this one. Having a commander that's got affinity for Planeswalkers has got to be something slightly special. I'll hopefully get 2 copies so I can just put one straight into my Planeswalker tribal deck as well, because that could be quite fun in there as well, to be honest. Little protection. That's it for today. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you've hit the subscribe button down below. 327, sorry, as I record this video today, with my dog making annoying noises in the background, for which I apologise. Hopefully get to the 500 by the end of the year. Come and see me play this on Twitch. Hopefully, once we read the announcement, where are we? Next Tuesday from where I am at the moment. That, you know, Daybreak Games have got these all programmed in, and I'll be happy, and you'll be able to see me play them on my stream. Link to which is down below. You can come and see me there. And that's it for now. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Take care. Bye.